roster for Union University Bulldogs, coached by Clovis Seamus and James Landam. We have number 1, Heiner Haas Perez. Number 3, Clayton Martin. Number 4, Chip John Reeves Crockerell III. Number 5, Pedro Rodriguez. Number 6, Krister Vandrago Andreasen. Number 7, Brian Sapito Castro. Number 8, Kimol Gogic. Number 9, Guilherme Hayes. Number 13, Diego Santos. Number 14, Guilherme Joven Elvira Selly. And number 16, Cody Sticks. Number 18, Alex Pratt. Ladies and gentlemen, I ask you to please stand. I'd like to open us with a word of prayer, and then afterwards I'd ask you to please remain standing for playing of our national anthem. Please bow your heads with me in prayer. Heavenly Father, I thank you for giving us this day, that we may come out here to play this beautiful game. Lord, I pray for the safety of these athletes on the pitch, that they would leave, that everyone would leave here free of injury. Lord, we pray that both teams would come out here and give it their all, and play hard, play clean. Lord, we thank you for all of your countless blessings. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
And good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Frank Smith Memorial Complex here on the campus of Union University as we get ready for more Bulldog soccer as they take on the Statesmen of Delta State out of Mississippi. Philip Tang and William Murray here with you on an absolutely cold and wet and miserable day here in Jackson, Tennessee. Yesterday it was in the 80s. Right now it's 45 degrees here in Jackson. Really, really cold conditions to be playing any sport, let alone soccer.
Yes, Philip, you said it. I'm William Murray, your host with the most, and you said it exactly, took the words exactly out of my mouth, man. This is miserable weather to be in. We're up in the cool, well, supposedly warmer area, and it's still cold up at where we are. And for those guys, I know, especially the guys on the bench, they're probably just as miserable as the fans and ourselves will be, because we won't be moving around much.
Well, Union comes in on the year 7-3-4 overall, 6-2-3 in conference play. They are in second in the standings right now, behind West Florida, who's 8-0-2, 10-2-2 overall. Right now, Delta State is fifth in the standings. They are 7-8-1 overall, 4-6 in conference play. Delta State in the all green with black shorts and white numbers. Union in white with red stripes and black numbers. Winds are blowing right now out of the north. And we are underway. Delta State going from left to right. And they'll control the ball here. Playing it in towards the middle, playing it back. That is Rideau, Sebastian Rideau playing it over. Far side. That is number 11, Luke Mason. Down the line, Cristo Andreasen will get it, but he'll play it right for Romani. And they'll play out through a throw for Union as the rain is starting to pick back up. It died down in the earlier afternoon, but it's picking back up right now. Near side, Cody Six tried to get a touch, and the ball skipped away, and it'll be a throw for Delta State. And the wet conditions are going to allow for a completely different game plan than normal, especially since it is raining at the moment. The ball's going to be really skipping.
I had, before I came upstairs here in the press box, I walked onto the field, and it was funny in the sense as it's cold, so it's a little hard, but it's wet as well. And on the sidelines here, there's a couple of wet spots. And as you could see on the field itself, you could see little patches of sand. I guess that's from all the other games that have been played. Little parts where people have dug in their cleats into the ground mistakenly, put it in a tackle or something. So we have some spots that shouldn't be too much concern here. But like you rightly said, the weather is going to be a major factor. And, of course, the coldness.
Well, we can feel a little bit of the mist blowing into the press box right now. Ball's played on the far side. It's going to be a throw for Delta State. There are a few fans out here braving the elements.
Dedicated fans.
Very dedicated indeed. A few umbrellas out, a few people huddled in rain jacket. Ball's played out by Kimo Gogic. It'll be a throw for Delta State one more time. Last time these two teams met was back, if I can find it, September 28th. Union got the win 5-3. 3 goals in the first half, 2 in the second for Union, 2 in the first for Delta, 1 in the second half. Played in the middle, that is Rideau playing it. Goals coming from Heiss, Martin, Geiler, Pratt, and Selly for the Bulldogs. Playing it back over the middle, here's Sticks, trying to give it up for Brian Castro. Ball be played off of him and out, so a throw for Delta State. Interesting to see what kind of tempo both teams decide to go with. As a majority of the Union players are wearing long sleeves, and I think all of the Delta States are going with a short sleeve. Ball's going short. Here's Andreasen. Height advantage over number 9 Da Silva. And they'll play it away. Da Silva only stands at 5'10", while Andreasen stands at 6'4". Ball played out. It'll be a throw here for Union. Gogic will take it. Now instead he'll leave it for Cody Sticks.
Not too sure what was the reason how come Diego didn't get a start today. I didn't think I saw him on the bench either, but
If I remember looking at the roster beforehand, he's serving a suspension today.
oh, he probably has accumulated those 5 yellow cards for the season.
And so that's probably the reason Santos not playing. Here's a steal on the far side. It's Alex Pratt with it. He'll play it up. This is Selly. Selly will cut it back in the middle. Here's Heiss with it. He'll lose it and be taken away by Fraser Payne. They'll play it down, but Castro's right there. Playing it back into the middle. Here's Gogic again with it, and they'll drop it back for Andreasen, and he'll reset. Heiner in goal today. Leaving off. Here's Pedro Silva for Union playing it back for Andreasen. Playing it in the middle. Working around, still with it is Delta State now. Dispossessing number 10, Sela, was Gogic.
Bit too casual there by Krista, unfortunately, giving away the ball there, trying to be cheeky. No need for no reason for it. Just keep to the simple game plan, especially in that area. You don't want to give up those balls so easily there. Ball possession, especially with these kind of conditions. One shot on goal, who knows what could happen. We've seen a couple games ago, a goal slipping through our goalkeeper's hand.
Trying to clear it was Pedro Silva and didn't go very far. Didn't get under very well. But here's Gogic. It's going to be Heiss playing it for Castro, back for Heiss. Now gives off for Gogic. Still with that at his feet. And here's Sticks with it near side. Now switched in the middle. Andre Austin. Chip Crockerell also in right back position to normal. And in the middle, Delta State will come away with it.
Delta State building up some good confidence in the Union half, but here being dispossessed and giving away the ball. Trying to counter-attack. Alex Pratt is fast, but with these kind of conditions, he's going to probably need a head start from since yesterday to catch some of these balls here.
Here's the throw going to be intercepted by Gogic. Down the right side, gives it off for Heiss, who will lose it, and Delta State will come away with it, playing it in towards the middle. Nice, quick, crisp passes here from Delta State. That's Rideau playing it up now to Silva. Back in towards the middle, still working it to Silva. He'll be dispossessed by Castro, who played off the ref.
Good 1-2 there with the referee.
Manages to find Selly with it. Here's Gogic looking for some options, and he'll have to go back for Cody Sticks. And they'll go all the way back to the keeper. The rain continues to come down here on a miserable Friday evening. Playing it fairly short. Headed down there by Bogus. Here's Gogic with it. He'll turn and run into a double team, and they'll clear it down, and it will be a goal kick. 37:50 to go here in this first half still. 0-0 is our score, as neither team's really had much of an opportunity to do anything in this game.
Yeah, both teams not quite settling as yet. We've seen some bit of long ball being played by Delta State as well here as we see by Union, but Union trying to pick out their players, not quite on point. Conditions probably becoming a factor in those instances, but in my opinion, for this past 10 minutes, Delta has been having a better ball play. And here we see Delta State here with not a counter attack, but some momentum going forward. The defender utilizing his space really well, lays it off just too far and rolls out for a goal kick.
You got to take advantage when you have the opportunity of taking a shot. I don't see many shots coming today. A lot of play could be sloppy in the middle. Both teams are trying to maintain possession. And a long shot may work, actually, in this case, since of the wet field.
I know Union will be looking for, once those guys like Kimo and Kemal and Brian getting in around those areas, they're going to be taking those shots. Here's a good switch ball here to pick out Kemal on the back post. Well, behind the defender, he's getting into the 18-yard. And like I just finished saying, once those guys get in and around the 18-yard box, he's going to get off those shots and see what could happen.
That was a good shot. Went near corner on the left side. Keeper, though, Pytik was right there. Mac Pytik to cover that one up. More people start to trickle in here, braving the cold. Throwing it will be Cody Sticks. Going to be intercepted by Delta State. They'll play it in the middle. This is Ramani with it. Ramani looking for some options. Try to feed it off. Intended for Sela. It'll be intercepted by Chip Crockerell. And they'll give it up for Selly. Selly down for Heiss. He'll bump off his defender, number 21, Joe Piley. He'll go down. The ball will be off of Piley, though, so throw for Union. Taking it will be Chip Crockerell. Union's last home game will be Monday night, as both the Lady Bulldogs and Bulldogs of Cumberland come in for senior night and take on the Lady Bulldogs and Bulldogs of Union. Here's Andre Austin playing it all the way back to his keeper. Ball will be played out. Not a good pass. It'll be a throw forward Delta State.
Union not quite finding the stride just yet. A couple of passes in and around the area they've gotten, but they weren't able to connect like they used to, or they would. We see a couple of switches here. Usually see Kemal in the center midfield. He's playing more on the left side here, or on our near side. There's a good distribution here by Cody. Good control. Another switch here.
Intended for Sterling, but Luke Mason was there to intercept it. Read that pass well. And now they're working it on the far side. Trying to feed it across. It'll be blocked down. That's Ibrahim Sela with it. He'll push off. Chip Crockrell, and so foul there.
Must say the uniforms look fresh. That what the Union players have. Nice long sleeves and white and red trims going across the body.
Gogic feeds it across the middle for Selly. Tries to get a touch. He'll do so too far. Giving chase is Alex Pratt. Can he save it? No, he cannot. It'll be a goal kick. Union's starting to build something. They've got one shot so far.
Another opportunity there for a shot, but wasn't taken. He tried to feed the ball through for Alex. That was Selly. But unfortunately, they were on two different pages, and he played it in the path of the defender, so...
Oh, not a good goal kick. Headed down by Heist. But they'll go right back to Mac Pytek. Long ball play. This is DeBlair with it. Dan DeBlair. This is now Fraser Payne with it. Jonathan Bogus in towards the middle. Oh, nice flick up on by Taylor White. He'll drop it back. Not a good touch, and Castro will dispossess Dan DeBlair. Castro down the left side. He'll be a little too casual with it, lose control, and he'll roll out. And so a throw for Delta State. Ball being played down. Here's Pratt. He'll chest it and leave it for Gogic. Gogic, the through ball for Martin. They're going to take some long skips, and Alex Pratt can't chase it down. Into a throw, they're going to say for Delta State. This is Bogus throwing it, but right to Gogic. He'll head it for Martin. Bogus will step up and get the touch, and they'll play it across. This is Mason with it. Now gives it off for Sela. Long ball. Pedro Silva for Union will call him off. Give it right back for Andre Austin. Try to feed it down the line. Went off his foot. Valley went out, so a throw forward Delta State. In the middle. Here is Gogic with a little bit of room. Gogic still moving it right down the middle. Try to cut back. Nice defense there from Payne, but he'll get it right back. Near side, this is Stitz. Playing it and taking it down will be Payne again. This is DeBlair with it. All the way, here's Pratt. And a double team will give it off for Martin. They'll give it back out for Gogic, and they'll resettle. Heist will turn in towards the middle. Heist still with it. Cutting through the double team. Here's Pratt now in towards the box on the left side. Pratt still cutting it back in. He'll go down. They got the ball. And it'll be a goal kick.
Wow. That's all I could say. Wow. But then again, the referee is right on top of it, so... And I've had a couple games with him. He's a pretty decent referee when it comes to making good judgment calls and everything. So I'll give him, because of his character, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt that it wasn't a foul or anything. But here's a ball played into the box, and Heiner comes out, and stops it from going over the goal line. Keeps it in play, plays it short to Pedro. Pedro has time, lifts his head, Plays it out wide here to the near side to Cody Sticks. Cody Sticks. This is here, plays it to Alex's feet, who can't quite control it because of the conditions, I'm assuming. And Delta State now has possession.
In the middle, it is Redone with it. He'll give it back. Delta State will clear it near side. Goes under the foot of Cody Sticks, and it'll be taken away here by Ramani. Near side, DeBlair with it. He'll cross it in towards the middle. Chip Crocker will chest it down and clear it. Ice will head it out for Gogic. And now with an offside call from the assistant ref on the far side.
I was in line. I'm in line with him. I didn't see any offside.
Now they're making a play over here on this side. The wind continues to blow out of the northwest. Flying it down. Headed away by Castro. And it'll get to Heiss, who'll give it off for Gogic. Gogic looking for some options. He'll chip it up for Pratt, who's onside. Pratt now working the near side. Crossing towards the middle. Not a good cross. It'll be deflected and cleared by Delta State. 26 will go up for it and be off of him as a throw for Delta State.
That last play there, Alex Pratt seemingly just trying to get rid of the ball a little too early. He had more time and could have worked the ball and tried to keep possession in their half, in Delta State's half, but opted to cross to find his fellow teammate amongst 4 defenders. I mean, it would take a near miracle to pick him out, but I think he could have made a better decision than trying to cross the ball to find one of his teammates. But here you see Delta State on the far side here, throwing in the ball, playing off the head of Chip, putting in a good tackle there. Now Union regains possession. Is Kimo playing the ball over the top for Alex. 1 skip, 2. Alex utilizing his speed to get past defenders, crosses the ball back post, finds
Heiss back there, who heads it down hard, but right into the hands. Good look. Just couldn't direct it as he wanted.
That was a better decision here by Alex Pratt to try to pick out his player back post, because usually those guys up on the back post are constantly open. But again, ball possession being given away by Delta State here, cheekily by the goalkeeper. Ball played across the face of the box. Here's Alex on it, and he blasts it over bar.
That one hit about 3 cars on the way out, including a car driving in.
Almost hitting the Delta State bus in the distance there.
That one carried further, put a little too much momentum behind it. This will be a goal kick here with 26.5 minutes to go. 0-0 is our score.
Yeah, Alex Pratt opting to try to smash the ball into the goal where he was already on the ball, use his side footing and try to play it in the opposite direction in which it came, but maybe he needs to rethink his shooting ability in front of the goal, because you're that close. You don't need to blast it past the goalkeeper. At least get it on frame.
Foul's going to be on Heiss. You can hear the wind through our mics as it picks up at different points. Here's Selly with it, and he'll lose it. Can't ever get good control. A throw here for Delta State. Statesman working on the far side. This is Ramani with it, playing it in towards the middle. That's DeBlair with it. He'll lose it off. Taken up there. Here's Ramani with it. Here's number 17.
Ball being cleared here by Kemal Gogic. High, but then off the head, back into the box. Krista underneath it. He clears it. Fine, Selly putting on some pressure. Now Delta State has possession here on the near side. Nice, another long ball towards the box. Pedro screening. Takes a touch inside and clears the ball seemingly across the face of the goal. But picks out Selly, who picks it up. Good challenge, good tackle here is Delta State. Ball again into the box. Delta State in the box in the area here. Played it back out wide. Picks out number 7. Finally, Pedro gets on the end of it and clears it, but only to a Delta State player number 8. who plays it out wide to no man's land, and Union is able to come out comfortably from that bit of pressure here. And here's Cody Six playing the ball long over the top.
Alex Pratt with his speed will get the ball there. We play it off as Delta Statesman. So a throw for Union. The player that came in, one goes Jackson Lambert, number 17 for Delta State. Delta State had it for quite a bit down on Union's side. Just could never mount anything. Sticks trying to dry the ball off. Just gets better grip for the throw. Long throw in towards the box. All the way to Pratt. Pratt will turn and go down. Falling down trying to play it. Here is the Blair with it. Trying to dispossess him with sticks. Won't be successful. Here's Ramani with it. He'll lose it. Be off of Brian Castro. So a throw for Delta one more time. 23.5 minutes to go now. Flipped up by Da Silva. He'll spin around and lose the ball. One in the foul, not going to get it. Here's Selly for Heiss. Feeding it over near side, Gogic. Gogic looking. He'll cut it back nicely down there. Still with it. Gogic will shoot. Ball deflected away by Payne and taken up by DeBlair. And clear it up. Here's Sticks, volley it back high in. Heiss will back in off of Bogus. Here's Gogic now for Heiss. Heiss still with it. Here comes a shot, bending in, far side. Going in for it was Selly. Excuse me, that was Pratt. But snagging out of the air was Mac Pytek.
Good build-up of play here. Finally, Union getting in some momentum here. 22 minutes on the clock. Union find their stride in the conditions. Kimo working the ball in and around the area, taking on defenders 1v1, getting off a shot, regaining it. And then Union finally getting some good possession, was able to get a crossing, but excellent goalkeeper here by the Delta State goalkeeper, coming out and claiming his box and showing his defender that he's there to help them out with those air balls.
Heiner with it at his feet. Trying to set something up. Playing it long. We headed down by Mason. Silva will play it. Here is Chip Crockerell for Selly. Tender for Castro is going to be deflected. Castro giving chase. But getting there first will be Mason. He'll slide down. And off of Mason, going to be a corner kick. First corner of the game.
Excellent work there by Brian. Started off in his half and ended up in the opposite half, just giving chase, putting on the pressure onto the Delta State players and forcing the defender to give up a set play, a corner namely. And here we see, I believe it's Alex Pratt with the in-swinger and the keeper. Good ball into the, but just too close to the keeper, and he was able to come out strong and claim it. The wetness of the ball and the conditions not seemingly to affect his grasp. That's good, a good sign as well for himself and his defenders to see.
Crockerell misplays that one. He's now standing on the right side, switching it up with Cody Sticks. He'll recover it though and play it back to the keeper. Ball played up by Heiner. And a push by Gogic. Helping up Rudeau. So free kick coming up here just on Union side of midfield. Keeper for Union today, Heiner Heiss. Splitting time with Matt Kessler this year in goal. Crocker will chip it up. Gogic. Play off of him. And a throw here quickly taken by Rudeau. But instead he'll hand it off to Bogus. 20 minutes to go, 0-0 still the score. Headed away by Gogic. Here's Heiss with it, playing it in the middle for Selly. Selly playing it into space, far side for Pratt. It's 2-on-4 at the moment. Now make it 3-on-4. Here's Pratt. Will feed it for Heiss. Heiss will turn, leave it, and try to get it for Pratt. Couldn't do so, a little too far. And Delta State will play it away. That is Ramani. He'll be fouled by Cody Stick, so a free kick coming up here. Several players warming up for both sides. The cold conditions, the pain will hurt a little more than it normally does. Especially when how wet your feet are.
Very, very true. So true.
And 19-12, they're going to call the trainer out.
Referee hasn't asked for the clock to be stopped.
As time ticks on down. Remind you, coming up is the final home game of the year, senior night, for both the Lady Bulldogs and the Bulldogs.
That's going to be a fun day.
There will be a lot of seniors for both sides. Take a look. We'll just name a few of the seniors for the Bulldogs. Now the rest stops the clock. Players such as Kimo Gogic, Guillermo Heiss, Allison Moore, all listed as seniors. Guillermo Selly are just a few for the guys. For the girls, looking at their roster, a few of the seniors on the team: Christina Brim, Whitney Kramer, Stephanie King, Natalie Stallings, Kelsey Gilbert. So several seniors on both sides. Didn't name all of them. It'll be a nice day to honor both the Lady Bulldogs and the Bulldogs in their final home game at Union. Union, the Bulldogs standing at 7-3-4 on the year, 6-2-3 in conference. Ball will be played out, so a throw for Union coming up here. Selly will drop it back. They'll play it on here to Andre Austin. He'll clear it down the line. Heiss will flick it down for Selly. Back for Heiss. Heiss around the right side. Cross it back in for Selly to take a deflection. And it'll be scooped up by Pytik. Pytik's punt upcoming. He'll drop kick it. Play it up. Here is Lambert with it. He'll drop it back for Bogus. Back for Lambert. Romani for White. And he'll lose it. Playing it for Gogic. Not a good pass. Bogus will take it away. And Delta State will reset. Playing it up. This is De Silva with it. Cross in towards the box. Off the head of Andre Elson, right in the path of Sela, bumping off, and still loose. Ball still loose, deflected off of Heiner. And it'll be a corner kick. Unfortunate play there for Andre Austin. It hit him when he wasn't expecting it. Ball deflected. Good defense from the backside by Chip Crockerell.
Excellent work there, nonetheless, by Delta State. What I've noticed thus far, Delta State have been more effective in finding their forward players in and around the 18-yard box. And a perfect example, they were able to work the ball, keep possession, cross the ball, and like I said, Krista seemingly not really judging the height of the ball or not wanting to put his head on the ball properly, and it basically hit him and fell straight in the path of number 7, who, in my opinion, I've been looking at him. Armani is looking like the danger guy for Union, and once again we see Heiner coming out on top here with the good save.
They'll play it away off of Pratt. As taking that corner was DeBlair. Ball will go and roll out. As the ball got away from one of the ball boys there. But they are braving the weather as well. Throw from Cody Sticks is back on this side. Here's Heiss with it. He'll go down. No foul. And an offside there for Kayla De Silva.
Union keeping a nice, strong, solid defensive line there. First offside for the game we've seen against Delta State. Union already has one, or a couple actually. Here you see Cody Six playing a long ball over the top Keepers coming off of Delta State, but Alex Pratt putting on the pressure, and Clayton wins it. Brian to Gogic. Gogic turns, lifts his head, turns again, finds some space down the line, looks for 1-2, cuts inside, raises his head, gets a shot off, and trying to pick out the top right-hand corner there, and unable to do so, but twisting and turning and bobbing and weaving his way to create some space for himself, and all the Delta State defenders backing off and giving him this room. They're going to need to fix this soon enough, because pretty soon Kimo is going to connect properly with one, and is going to possibly settle in the back of the net.
And that one was curving in just a little too high as Martin will head that one. Good opportunity there. Ball being played. Heiss, he's onside. He's working one-on-one with the keeper in towards the box. Going to chip it too far. Didn't get a good touch on it. Hands on his head, frustrated with that one. As he was basically one-on-one with Mac Pietek. Couldn't find the back of the net. 14.5 minutes to go. 0-0 is our score.
A brilliant breakaway there by a brilliant ball there to let loose Union's #1 goal scorer. And I'm at awe as to what I just saw there. He's usually good and composed in those kind of areas, but maybe the conditions of the ball, because with a dry ball, that would have, because you could see he had intention of trying to curl it around the goalkeeper and probably skipped off his toe or something.
There's Selly for Heiss again. Heiss looking for something, gives it for Pratt. Pratt will turn, give it back for Selly. Selly's having to work back. He'll be pushed down. A foul on Joe Piley.
Union here now having to bank on a set play to try to capitalize on, to go up 1 goal. You can see that they have 3. They have Hayes, Selly, and Cody Sticks over the ball. So you know for sure this is something that they're pulling out of the training grounds.
4 men on the ball. Roll for Heiss. Ball loose on the ground, going towards left post. Too far.
That was actually Pedro Rodriguez, my mistake.
Out of a shot. Here comes the sub. Seth Geiler is going to be coming in for Alex Pratt. 13 minutes to go here in this half.
Let's see with the injection of some fresh legs, because he's cold, so you had to call that extra fresh legs. Here's Clayton going up strong and winning the head of there. But yeah, with the injection of Seth, he brings a different dimension. He's not the quickest of play like Alex, but he's a lot more calmer, a lot more wiser in making his decisions, and he's going to be a good help here for Hayes. And he also brings some extra strength as well. Not saying that Alex isn't strong, doesn't make good decisions, but he adds a little more dimension to the game as opposed to just raw speed.
Gogic trying to feed it down. Both players are tugging on the jersey. Gogic almost a little more than number 17, Lambert. Here's Heiss with it. He'll go down. They'll play advantage. Here's Gogic playing it far side for Selly, who was calling for it. Selly with a step over in towards the box. Playing it across, intended for Heiss. Not a good pass. They'll go right back to Castro. And Cockerell will have it far side. He'll have a chance to set it for Selly down the right side. Selly will turn. He'll go down. And we'll have a push called on Selly. 11.5 minutes to go.
Selly trying to, in that last play, he was trying to just get away from his defender and also played for the foul because he fell on the ball, and the assistant referee calling the handball on Selly and gave up possession. Here's ball played crystal clear in his half. Delta State settling the ball now. Ball played down the line to number 7. Couldn't control it. Came at him with speed. Here's Brian on the ball, going in strong with a tackle. To poking the ball to Kimo. Kimo out wide to Selly. One skip. Takes a touch off his head. Unable to keep it in.
Ball getting away from players on both sides. Just this wet conditions. The rain has basically stopped. It's still sprinkling a little bit here.
Here is Selling with it now for not Gogic,
That was
Martin.
Clayton. Yeah.
Clayton Martin. Far side, here's Heiss giving chase. He'll be pushed off, but he'll maintain possession. Back for Crockerell. Crockerell will turn it. In the middle for Martin. Clayton Martin will leave it here for Sticks. Sticks for Castro. Back for Sticks. The through ball for Castro. Trying to beat it out. He can't do so. Shielding off was Taylor White to be a goal kick here with 10 minutes to go in the half. Sub coming in here for Delta State coming in is number 22, who is Michael Bollinger. Going out as number 29, Taylor White.
Goal kick being taken here. Kemal Gogic underneath it. Lays it off. For set. Kimo making his name known and making his number and name known really well by the Delta State defenders. Every time he gets the ball, he's running at one player, and then two other defenders has to come and help out that defender.
Here's Geiler leaving it off for Selly, and they'll work it all the way back to Andre Austin. Middle for Castro, he'll one-touch it. Here's Geiler again. Oh, it's going to be Selly with it. Intended for Chip. It's taken away by Delta State. In the middle here is Silva playing it long. Geiler's onside, going to let it bounce for Gogic. Gogic with it in towards the middle. He'll cut back into the left corner of the box. Still with it is Gogic, sliding in his pain and play it out and away by Bogus. It'll be a corner kick upcoming here for Union.
Kemal just seemingly doing just a tad too much. Good intentions, but just seemingly trying to take on the whole of Delta State there. He had Seth as an option, but he opted not to use him. He used him as a decoy instead, and that gave the defender time to put in the tackle, and they were able now to clear the ball. Perhaps if he had taken the option, he would have been able to work a 1-2 with Seth and been able to get a shot on goal and possibly score. But with just under 8 minutes on the clock, here's Union, plays it short. Here's Hayes coming out,
Take a deflection.
out of the pocket.
Took a deflection off of one of the only Union players and went to Andre Austin, who got a shot, but right to the hands of Pytik.
Yeah, didn't connect properly with the shot there. You could see him, it was a bit scuffed, and you could see the bit of disgust on it and his actions.
Ball will be played out, so a throw for Union upcoming. As Chip Crocker will take this one. Back for Pedro. Gonna give that one right away. This is Rideau with it. Bollinger will play it over. Blocked away. Bollinger will get it right back. Lambert working on Crockerell. Feed it down. This is Da Silva in towards the box. He'll drop it back for Bollinger. They'll leave it off. Still working on it, building it up. This is near side. This is Bogus. Bogus working it. Going to try and split the double team. Not going to do it. There's nowhere near to getting to the ball. One in the foul, not going to get it. Long ball is going to take a couple skips and be out. So a throw in here with 6.5 minutes to go. 0-0 still in this first half. Chipping it into space. Giving chase is Ramini. No one's there. It'll be a throw for Union right now. Another long throw. Flicked off Geiler. Here's Heiss with it. He'll turn. Be triple teamed and come away with it still. Gives it off here for Geiler down the left side. Got Selly on the far side. He's calling for it. Try to leave it off to the space. Going to be intercepted and played out, but be a throw for Union.
Good counter-attack there, Billy. Good counter-attack there. Hayes doing some of the dirty work there, keeping off two defenders on him and laying it off a Set in the path. And Set just trying to play it into the path of Brian, but unable to. Good defending here by Delta State. Here's Brian to Chip. Chip cutting inside, trying to make some headway, being dispossessed. He has to get back to do his defensive duties. Delta State coming over the ball strong as a team, as you can see, unity with them, always finding the players, not resorting to too much long ball until they reach close to the 18-yard box. Referee seeing a unintentional handball, but handball nonetheless. He regained possession, so referee has to call a handball even though it was unintentional. Here's Union now working the ball here. A lot of Union players moving around, trying to make some gaps in and between the defense of Delta State, but Delta State staying strong, winning the balls in the air and on the ground, and sticking to the task. And the scoreline here says it all. It's 0-0 with just over 4 minutes on the clock.
They'll play it back. Here's Andre Austin. All the way back to Heiner, who's out of his box. He'll look to play it. Not very far. He's going to take little steps. Union's giving chase here again. Winds are really blowing right now out of the northeast. Here is Ramini running down the left side. Runs into Andre Austin and Silva. Ramini still with it. We'll play a possession. And now finally a foul called against Chip Crocker on the far side, just outside the box. Actually, foul's going to be on Castro.
Yeah, Chip getting caught out of position there. What led up to this free kick there is that Chip decided to leave his position to try to win the ball in the attacking half, and Krista had to do some defensive duty and they were able to get the ball in and around him, and Brian getting back, and now we have a set play here, back post. Good ball screening there, back post by Chip again.
Bumped off the ball was Chip Crockrell. That'll be a throw for Union. Sticks will take it. Directing some traffic. 3:10 to go here in this half. Long throw for Sticks. Intended for Brian Castro, going to be intercepted by Rideau. Playing it beyond the reach of De Silva. So it'll be a goal kick coming up here. Here comes a sub. Coming in will be number 20. Going out will be De Silva. 20 is Stetson Chamberlain.
Here's Union with a goal kick. Waiting for the substitution to be made from Delta State. Referee gives a go ahead. High and wide punt here by Heiner, but finds the head of number 17 of Delta State, who's Jackson.
They'll play in the middle. Here's Andre Austin, but not
Union
a good.
living dangerously. Sorry, so cutting across.
Romani stepping in. And you're exactly right. They're living dangerously, not being very aggressive right now in the back, allowing Delta State to maintain possession here in the last few minutes. Stepping up. In towards the middle. Here's Gogich. They'll turn. Still with it. They'll play the far side. Here's Selly with it. Gives it from high. Selly still with it. Here's Gogich. Back far side. Here's Selly again. Here comes the cross in. Going to be headed down and into the back of the net. It's going to be a goal there for Heiss off the cross from Selly. Kind of a deflection. And what a way to get the first goal. Make it 1-0.
Seemingly out of nothing. I didn't even expect the goal there. But once again, a bit of patience there by Union. Keeping the ball a little longer in and around the box. Kemal taking his time and just playing the ball into the danger area. And Heiss, who's pretty decent in the air. Nobody, not even the defenders, expected the goal. So the keeper was drifting thinking the ball was going far post, and he was able to redirect it across the goal and putting his name on the score sheet again here. The number 1 goal scorer for Union this season, Guilherme Raiz, finding the back of the net. Just over a minute to go into the first half.
Took him almost 44 minutes to get the first goal on one of the more unexpected ones at the moment. Delta State now trailing 1-0, trying to work it into space. This is Chamberlain giving chase. He won't get a touch as Pedro Silva will play it away. Geiler will save it in, but right back for Delta State. 45 seconds to go here in this half.
Union has to defend the game. The half isn't over yet. It only takes a second to score. And here you see a good distribution out wide here. And Christian on top of his game, clearing his lines, playing it safe. 25 seconds, sorry, on the clock. Delta State in a bit of hurry, trying to pull out that 1 goal.
Under 20 seconds now. Working around, 12 seconds to go. Dropped in towards the box for Armani. Will try and leave it off, but Pedro Silva's right there. 3 seconds to go. Silva will just play it up in towards the middle. And that'll end the half. 1-0 is our score. As it took all over 43 minutes to get the first goal. It is 1-0. We'll take a break for halftime. And we'll be back with the start of the second half. 1-0 our score. This is the Union University Sports Network.
Welcome back to the Frank Smith Memorial Complex here on the campus of Union University to get ready for the start of the second half. Union leads it 1-0 on a very cold, miserable, and wet evening here in Jackson, Tennessee. Right now, temperatures are given at 45 degrees still. No rain at the moment. Winds are still blowing fairly strong. Philip Tang and William Murray here with you as Union looks to hopefully extend this lead and get the win here over Delta State today and have a sweep over Delta State on the year. Union is 7-3-4 on the year, 6-2-3 in conference. Delta State 7-8-1 on the year, and 4-6 in conference. Starting lineups for the second half. If I can find my stats. Here we go. Coming in will be number 30, Kofi Adu Amankwa is number 30 on the team, so he's made his first appearance on the day. Ball we played out, and it'll be a throw for Delta State now, going from the right to the left. In the green uniforms, Union the white and red stripes, going from left to right. That's Selly playing it up. Heist doesn't get a good touch. Now we're going right back to Delta State.
Delta State trying to get back into this half here. Being 1 goal down, going to try to push for this equalizer goal early in the second half here, but they need to keep better possession of the ball. Here we see them giving away ball possession. He's working his way and working his magic. Is that Seth?
Yeah, Seth Geiler is still out there in for Pratt. Swing and a miss there for Luke Mason. He completely whiffed on that one. And Selly will come away with it. He'll be pushed off the ball. No foul called. Here's Geiler with it still. Ball go off of Delta State. And a foul there called.
The press box, we're going to have to start charging people here in the press box, Philip.
I know. There's a lot of people here. It's just so cold. Croc will switch fields completely for Cody Sticks. Sticks lining up something, playing it in towards the box. Flicked on by Heist. Into the box, swinging for it and missing it was Martin. Had a good look. Just couldn't line that one up well. That'll be a throw here for Union.
That would have been an excellent shot on goal there. If Clayton was able to pull that trigger and connect with that ball properly, I think he would have dipped and swerved, and the keeper wouldn't have known which way to dive. But here's the possession being given away.
There's Ramani with it, trying to feed it down long for Da Silva, too far, and it will roll on out. It'll be a throw for Union. And we're just underway here. It took 43 minutes and 39 seconds before the first goal of the game was scored.
Yeah, as we see Romani here in a bit of a pain there. I think Brian Castro, his opposite number, had a little tug on him, and the referee called him back for the infringement here, as you could see.
And so a free kick here. Romani's still shaking up, trying to shake off the stinger. Doesn't help it trying to shake it off in the cold. Standing over the ball is Fraser
You're already
Payne.
shaking in the cold anyway.
Ball being played, headed up by Amankwa, scooped up by the keeper, Heiner. We'll showdown here between he and Da Silva. Finally, Heiner will pick it up.
Put it back down.
He'll place it. Here's Selly. Letting it roll. Working against Mason. Couple step overs. Gives it for Geiler. Geiler will turn the through ball for Martin in towards the box. Martin still working on it. Martin will play it. Still with it. Playing back into the middle. Here's a shot from Ice. Off the crossbar. And it's going to bounce wide. And Delta State will get it. And that is Bollinger who will clear it. We'll give it right back for Mason, who's double teamed. And finally cleared away by Delta State.
That's that extra dimension I was telling you about that Seth brings in over Alex. Seth knows how to play the ball into spaces a little more with correct pace and crucial placement. And he was able to pick out Willie on top of the box. I believe if Alex was in a same position, he would probably tried and blasted the ball far. But I mean, I think, like I said, as he dimension that Seth Geiler brings it to this position here.
They'll play it all the way back to the keeper. Matt Pytek will play it back up, but give it right back to Selly. Not a good play from him. Got some help with Chip Crockrell. Back for Selly, who goes down. No foul called. Castro will play it far side for Heiss. Heiss with it.
That's actually Kimal.
If you're right, misread the number there.
Yeah.
Here comes a cross in the box, right into the hands of Pytek.
Union here coming out looking a little more, with a little more spring in their feet over Delta State. In the first half, they didn't do much attacking, and here we see Union having the better of the ball, working the ball possession, and of course, they have that one goal cushion, so they're able to venture forward a little more, but they don't want to venture too far. But because they have that extra goal, you're able to relax more, pick out passes, and connect more, and get some shots on goal. And I'm sure Hayes is going to try to get some more goals under his belt before this game is over. We see he just missed an opportunity there, but excellent defending there in that opportunity. Here's Chip here on the near side with the throw in.
Intended for Geiler to be intercepted. Oh, hard collision there. As going down is Martin as he ran into, I believe, Joe Piley. Both players into pain right now. And Geiler talking over with the referee. It'd be a throw here. For Union. Nice, locking it with Selly, taken away by Amankwa. That's De Silva feeding it through for Ramani. Back for De Silva. Martin steps into it. De Silva getting bumped. And a foul called on Crockwell. Both players. Tempers showing a little bit.
Union's going extra hard here in the second half to keep that one goal lead here and possibly step up some aggression into their postseason is coming up soon enough. So they're probably trying out some new stuff here. You know, playing a little easy in the first half to coax the opponent, thinking that they can play at a different tempo, and then they come out second half with a different and a more aggressive tempo and trying to shock the opponents, which so far seemingly is working. But here you see a ball played out wide here for a chance. Play ball into the box, good ball.
Punched away and cleared by Union. Design set play from Delta State. Here's Selly. Sliding in is Mason off of him. So throw here for
that set play there. It seemed as if the number 25 didn't really try to, Jonathan didn't really seemingly try to go for the ball. He more attempted to go for the goalkeeper, which is kind of smart. Seeing that they one goal down, try to throw Union's goalkeeper, Heiner, who's been having an excellent season, and sharing the spotlight with Matt.
Ball played across as Delta State will intercept it. I think just about the entire Union bench is up. I'm not sure they're warming up to get in the game or just warming up to stay warm. Ball going to be out. Foul called on Delta State. Sticks is standing under it. Playing it high and towards the box. Played off by Martin. Gogic now. Working around, still with it. Here comes a shot. He's going to miss the outside of the net. That'll be a goal kick.
Kimal coming back out in the second half, being the aggressor, taking the ball to the defenders, be it one or two defenders. He's relentless today. I don't think there's anybody who out there right now that's going to stop Kimal from doing what he's doing. He's having an excellent game here today.
Geiler will switch it here for Selly on the far side. Can Selly get there? Yes, he will. Working on Mason. Couple steps back in towards the box. Sully still with it. He'll be bumped from behind. We'll say no foul call. And coming away with it is Amankwa. Ball played all the way down. It'll be a throw.
Yeah, that seemed like a fair enough challenge to me. Good shoulder to shoulder there by the defender. And Selly trying to milk and coax the referee into making a decision there. But I agree with that call by the referee. Like I said, he's an excellent referee. He rakes and steps into the play, and he's always on top of it. And I agree with that decision there.
Throw here. Right to Amankwa. They're trying to dummy it through. Chip Crocker will come away with it. Leaves it for Selly. Selly for Heist. Backward chip. He'll go down and we'll have a foul called interference on number 21, Joe Piley. Pedro and Selly still talking over with the ref. And now Gokic coming up. They'll switch it. Here's Pedro. Gokic calling for on the backside. And it's too far, and it'll roll out for a goal kick. It may have been a step offside anyways.
Not quite getting the play off correctly there. Pedro was seemingly supposed to play the ball into Kimo's path, but unfortunately he played it behind him. But good set play, good idea, good communication shown by the teammates there of Union. And unfortunately giving up possession to Delta State. Here's the punt from the Delta State goalkeeper. Once again, Union winning those second balls. Their ball spread out, played out wide there. Here's Selly on it, making some headway into the box. Ball played into the face of the goal, and number 21 stepping in there with some good defending there is Jack Pili, sticking his left foot out there to deflect the ball over the crossbar. Because right behind him was Seth, and I haven't seen Seth play more than what he's. This is the most I've seen Seth play, but I speak to the guys at home and everything. They say he's a pretty good player. He finishes a lot of his chances. And if they say he's as good as he is, I'm sure he'd have been on top of that one. I would have been seeing him celebrating here.
Sully's corner didn't go very high. Andreasen was there. But it'll be off of one of the Delta State players. So another throw coming up here into space. It has to be cleared up. And out. It'll bounce into the bleachers.
Ball boys seemingly taking a halftime break. A longer halftime break.
There's Selly on the right side. He'll be bumped off the ball. It's going to be off of Selly. Going to be a throw for Delta State. 32.5 minutes to go. 1-0 is our score. As it is Union on top. A goal coming from Heist late in the first half. On an unusual header that we didn't think was going anywhere. Selly with it. Ball we played out. Both sides not that happy. There'll be a throw in for Union. Crockwell looking for some help. Trying to find something. Finds Martin, who'll leave it for Geiler. Geiler in towards the box. He'll be bumped off the ball, running to double team. He'll fight through it. Nicely done there. Geiler will spin into the box again as Martin will be cleared away. And it'll be a throw again for Union.
Geiler sticking well there to his task there. Being a little seemingly almost dispossessed, but was able to use his strength and his ability to get back the ball. Try to play a true ball there for Clayton, but Clayton and Parker won't on the same page. Here's a throw in here. Chip giving away the ball. Union winning the back. Ball played high into the box, towards the box actually. Set underneath it. Here's Clayton leaning back just too much, unable to get all his power behind the ball. The keeper coming out and claiming it.
It's short. Headed down by Gogic. Playing it through. This is Romani with it. He'll give it off for De Silva. Back intended for Romani. Run into a screen. And here comes Union away with it. The long ball for Selly, who's onside. Nice run here. Can he get there in time? Yes, he will. Back in towards the middle. He'll be bumped off the ball. He'll go down. And we'll have a foul. Called by the assistant ref. Just outside the box. As ready to check in a moment will be number 12 for Union, Jamie Fox.
See everybody trying tricks to stay warm. I'm seeing one here hopping around. Hopping around, everybody saying hi and everything. I'm warm, you're not.
So Selly will stand over the ball. About a yard or so outside of the box on the right side. Delta State's dropping everybody but De Silva behind it. Here comes the chip high in the air. Going over and headed away by Delta State. Here comes a volley from Castro and goes to the right. And there'll be a goal kick.
We look closer from this distance. Actually. Sorry, but it was a good attempt there by Brian. You could see his effort in trying to get over the ball as the ball was coming on for his volley. Almost leaning parallel or perpendicular to the floor, but not quite getting over it. There you see one of the fans coming in here. Everybody tried something new to stay warm.
Goal kick coming up here from Mac Pytik. Plays it short. Guy left it thinking Selly was right behind him, not doing it so. Off of Clayton Martin. As Jamie Fox is checked in. Looks like for Selly. Playing it near side. This is Amankwa. Working on Martin. Still working on him. Into a double team now. Ball will be played off of Amankwa, so a throw for Union here.
Excellent double team there between man, I'm mixing up names today, man. Between Clayton and Brian.
Here's Heiss with it. Play it over, intended for Gogic, not far enough. Delta State will come away with it, but running into the double team is Rideau. Dropping it back, and they'll play it far side. This is number 12 giving it off. Corey Clark. Still loose on the far side. Here's Delta State still moving in towards the back. Here's the cross. Try to flick on. Clearing away. Now a foul called as Andreasen cleared it. Coming from behind. With just under 28 minutes to go. So a free kick opportunity here for Union. As it goes for Martin. He'll let it roll. He's got some options. Gives it off for Heiss. Near side. Heiss will cut it back in towards the middle. Chip it up. It'll be deflected. Martin will get it now. Martin tries to play it in. And it'll roll out before and it'll be a goal kick. Union has outshot Delta State 16-3 officially. 6 of those on goal. 5 saves for Delta State, only 2 for Union. 3 corners for Union, 1 for Delta State. Both teams with 7 fouls. No cards yet. And 2 offsides for Union, 1 for Delta State. Here's Amankwa working on Crockrell. Nice slide tackle in there from Chip Crockrell. It'll be a throw for Delta. Union trying to remain second in the standings at 6-2-3 in conference. Throwing this will be Luke Mason.
Delta State picking up some headwind here. Here's number 9 on the ball, getting around Brian. Working a nice way 1-2 here. Played it off to number 7 Rahman, who's keeping good possession in the air, but he's being tackled by 3 Union defenders. And finally, Union is able to clear it away with Jamie, the substitute. Here's
Heiss trying to
being
work.
battled.
He's going to be called for a push on Joe Pillay. So free kick for Delta State. Upcoming here, coming to take this one is number 22, Michael Bollinger.
Delta State here with a good opportunity to get the ball into the danger area. let the conditions take effect. And here you see Hayes keeping the ball in. Brian coming in hard to help him out, but here's Jamie. And Delta State able to keep possession. Working the ball around. Finally, Kemal sticking in his foot.
And a foul there, and he's going to go yellow card for that tackle from behind on Joe Pilley. So at 25:41 to go, first card of the game issued.
Brian staying down a lot longer than usual. Usually he bounces back up off of tackles because he's accustomed to being tackled, but he's been nursing an injury. I know he's been nursing an injury, and it's that exact same leg as well. It's good to see him trotting and running it off there.
So taking it will be Pedro. Long ball. Geiler standing under, couldn't quite get to him. It goes right to Sticks, who floats it up. And offside is Gogic on the far side. 25.5 minutes to go here. 1-0 still the score. The Union leads Delta State. Subs will be coming in for Delta State momentarily. Number 10 is one of them. That's Ibrahim Sela. Trying to get the number on the other one in a moment. Ball being played around. Other one is 28, Dan DeBlair. Who will be the other sub coming in. Here's Castro for Gogic. Gogic on the far side. Got some help. The through ball for Geiler in towards the box. Working on number 21. He'll maintain it. The player goes down. Good hard tackle there. And Delta State will come away with it.
Couple of close calls here for penalties, but once again, the referee on top of his game.
Hayes will flick it on for Geiler, who's in the box, plays it into the back of the net. It's 2-0, and a great pass from Jeremy Hayes for Seth Geiler, who makes it 2-0 with 24:26 to go in the game.
Like I said, I've been hearing about him in the away games, and that he's an excellent person in front of the goal to have. And once again, he brings that extra dimension. I'm not trying to downplay Alex Pratt, but he brings that extra dimension, knows how to run off the ball properly, and Guilherme Hayes, aware of where Seth is, was able to pick him up with a nice flick ball into his path, and he has 1v1. And like I said, I've been hearing about this guy, and he hasn't proven me wrong yet, and he finishes and gets his name on the score sheet here for Union.
Well, DeBlair and Salem now will check in for Delta State. They're now down by 2. Union has a little more comfortable lead with 24.5 minutes to go.
It's also good to see that even in spite of the absent skipper, that the forward line is still functioning just as good, still efficient, still capitalizing on goals and opportunities. And here you see
Heiss again, making a nice move. He's making a run. Still with it, still in towards the box. He'll be tackled away from the ball by Joe Pilley, who does have a yellow card, and it'll be a corner kick.
good work there by Hayes to work the ball down, a couple moves, step overs, using his speed and his strength to get past defenders. But the sturdy number 21, Jack Pilley, who's on a yellow card, like I said, is doing his job, sticking to his task, and unfortunately he's on this side, the losing side, but he is one of those exceptional players that have stood out to me thus far in this game. Even though the scoreline is what it is, he is having an excellent game nonetheless.
Here comes the corner, playing it up. Far side, going to be headed away by a Delta State player. Martin will just let it roll, so a throw in coming up here for Union. Castro's calling for the throw. As the corner was taken by Pedro. Eric Chip will win out the throw anyways. And they'll set it up for Geiler, who spins. He'll get a deflection. Here's Crockrell. Cross, high in the air, and offside. The far side was Pedro and
Hayes
with it. So a free kick coming up here for Delta State. Third offside in the game for Union. Gogic will head it. Pedro tries to get a touch, can't get it. Delta State's far side, that's Clark. Playing it down the line. Here is De Silva working it in. They'll try and slide and won't get it. Excuse me, that's Rideau with it. That'll be a goal kick here for Union. Heiner will take this one. 22 minutes to go, 2-0 still to score. Union now with 17 shots, 7 of those on goal. Connecting on 2 of them. Playing it up. Gonna hop all the way through. Not a good pass. Delta State will play it down. Heiss will win that one, but lose it right back to Bollinger. Bollinger will go down, no foul. Third away, here is Sticks in the back. He'll head it up and out into the bench. So throw for Delta State. Just after 6:30 here at Frank Smith Memorial Complex. It's 2-0 our score, 21 minutes to go. Philip Tang and William Murray here with you on a cold night in Jackson.
I'm glad that I'm upstairs here.
Here is Heiss. He'll give it off for Geiler, who needs some help. Geiler still with at his feet. He'll leave it off here. This is Gogic. And they'll play it out as a player went down for Delta State. It looked like it was number 9, De Silva. Still bending over.
Seen a little mist coming out of your breath there.
I'm standing right next to the window. And it's cold enough for it. We got a sub. De Silva will go out. 17 will come in. And that's Jackson Lambert. They'll play it back for Cody Sticks. And he'll play it down the line. Billy will control it for Delta State. There's Pedro with it. And he'll play it off the fence and over. So a throw for Delta State coming up here. Looks like Alex Pratt will be ready to come back in momentarily. We'll see who he comes in for. Under 20 minutes to go now, 2-0 the score. Long throw in towards the box. Headed away by Pedro. Here's a volley. Going to be too high. And off the fence. Goal kick coming up.
Good idea there by Delta State, trying to get the ball as early as possible into the danger area with a long throw in and try to win the second ball, but unfortunately didn't get the right connection with the volley there. Got too much underneath the ball and played the ball over the top, and Union here now has a goal kick here with Heiner. Heiner runs up, takes the goal kick, plays it up half field, finds the head, number 8 of the Delta State, who plays it out.
That's Sebastian Rideau. Coming in, Alex Pratt for Cody Sticks. Interesting substitution there. We'll see if Alex Pratt moves his way up and someone else moves towards the back. But right now, Alex is staying in the more defensive position. This is Romani with it. They play it near side. Ball's going to be taken away by Chip Crockerell. They're still fighting over it. That'll be a throw for Union down in the corner.
I remember once I spoke to Alex and I said, hey, you play a good defense, a left back. And here he is.
Playing in the left
playing the left back position. And he's pretty good for that position because he's just naturally left footed and he has a bunch of energy and he could run up and down the line and he's not going to get tired in these kind of conditions.
Here's Castro trying to feed it through. No one's there. That is Payne with it. He'll play it away. Back in towards the middle. Playing it up, headed up by Fox. Here's Martin with it. Trying to release Heiss right side. Heiss will get a touch. Curve it back in towards the middle. He'll chip it up. Going back post. And right there is Mac Pypick.
Trying to find Kemal running in on the back post there, but just a little too high and coming to claim it was a goalkeeper.
Pedro will play it down the line, and Delta State will take it right back. Playing it in towards the middle. Payne will lose it to Geiler. But he'll lose it right back. Here's Gogic now. Looking for some help. We'll play it intended for Pratt. Excuse me, that's Pedro.
That's Hayes,
I
actually.
still can't get on my nerves right here.
That's
Hayes
right.
on the
I was
far
having
side.
that same problem earlier.
Here's Crockerell with it. Intended for Heiss again. Now here's Pratt. Playing intended far side is going to go right to Castro. He'll leave it for Crockerell. Right back for Castro on the right side. Castro, hesitate moment. Here comes a crossing. Is going to be deflected and cleared by Delta State. Flicked up by Lambert. Jamie Foxx will get ahead on it. Flicked on there by Romani, but Andre Austin is right there. Here's Crockerell. Flicking in the middle for Fox. Trying to flick it down the line. No one's there. Pilley's right there. For Delta State, he'll clear it. Salo giving chase. That's going to go to Delta State. Player goes down. And a foul called on number 7, Romani, tripping Martin.
Yeah,
And
just a
he's going for the
little
ball.
too enthusiastic there to win the ball and keep possession. You see it's good ball movement here, left to right here from Union. Castro coming in for the play. 1-2, working the ball around with Hayes. A little misplayed pass there. Jamie trying to pull him out of it. But Delta State regains possession.
And they'll maintain it on the far side. This is the player with it. Here comes across. It's going to take a deflection. Andre Austin will head it away. Castro's got it with a little bit of room. For Geiler, he'll leave it off for Pratt. Another sub for Union coming up momentarily.
Good, excellent play there. Doesn't the Union trying to keep as much as possession as they can? They have the 2-goal cushion, so they could afford to do that. Delta State has to come out and chase them. And Union showing their class and quality here.
Here's a feed for Geiler. It's going to be just a little short as Payne will head it away, and Pilley will clear it for Delta State. As Felipe Arujo waiting to come in. Andre Austin will play it back to his keeper, who will clear it away. Kind of a dangerous pass for Andre Austin. Ooh, and Romani will be going down on his head. Hard takedown. Not on purpose from Castro. He was shielding off the ball. Romani caught his back, went flying, and landed on his head. 14 and a half minutes to go. They're calling for the trainer. As he went flipping off the back of Brian Castro right there. Okay, let's take a break here for a moment until he manages to get up. It's 2-0 our score. 14 and a half minutes to go here at Union University. Well, good news for Romani. He's jogging off, and he took a hard collision there.
Brian Castro just getting underneath him there, not quite seeing him, and not really going to head the ball, and that's why that spill happened there. And good to see him come. He landed awkwardly on his head with his head shot on target, and one of the few saves Heine had to make today. He comes out on top, quickly distributes the ball. Hayes unable to control, but Krista regains possession here with you. Krista making a
poor pass, but Castro will bail him out. Romani is checked back in, so he appears to be okay for the moment. See what it's like later on. This is Rideau with it, and he'll be fouled by Chip Crockerell. Subs coming in for Union, as mentioned, Arujo. And also Caleb Mills looks to be coming in. Played up. We take a couple deflections. With it now is Lambert. Still with it. He'll try and split a double team. Won't do so. And be cleared away by the Union. Here's Heist with it. Far side. That's Gogic playing into space, giving chase. It's 3-on-5 at the moment. He needs some help. He'll find it for Heist. Goes right to his feet. He tries to leave it off. Still with it. Now a foul called on Heist on the push. Quickly taken by Delta State. In the middle. Overrunning it was Rideau. Played it back up. Here's Geiler with it. Here's Martin. The through ball for Gogic, who's onside, down the left side. Gogic will cut it back. Cross in. Can be deflected away. Cleared by Delta State. Here's Romani with it. The Blair. And we play it out. A throw coming up here for Union as Arujo will come in for Castro and Caleb Mills will come in for Seth Geiler. We'll get the Delta State sub coming in here. Coming back in is Taylor White.
Union's coach Junior's a little shuffling on the forward line here. Probably give Hayes a little more liberty to run because Araujo and Caleb comes in and it goes straight into the attack. So he's probably trying a new formation with these guys. I'm probably letting Hayes be a little more liberal in his play, but probably that was just temporary because we see everybody settling back now into their respective positions for the goal kick.
Not a well taken goal kick by Pytik. And be out for a Union throw. 11 minutes to go, 2-0 is the score. On a very cold Friday night here in Jackson. Play it in the middle. That's Fox will give it off. Here's Crockerell with it.
Again, Union showing their quality and composure on the ball. Shuffling a couple of players around. Good ball movement off the ball. And be able to find the feet of play. Here's a nice flick pass here for Caleb. Unable to read it. And Delta State clears the line with the goalkeeper. Union has a throw in deep in their half. And we have Chip here jogging across to take it. With just over 10 minutes on the clock. Union in the driving seat, 2-0, leading over Delta State. Delta State had a couple of chances, but unable to capitalize on them. Here we see a little extra aggression coming out here in some of the Delta State players.
That was Sela taking down Arujo. Andre Nelson will casually play it for Crockerell, who'll get it right back. He'll play it up in the middle. Here's Romani with it, flicking on for Lambert. Playing it back up. Andre Nelson will screen off. Here's Pedro. Playing it down the line, still in. Mills giving chase. Cutting it back. Romani will flick it, trying to get it to himself. Union will clear it away again. Two more subs about to come in for Union.
Looks like Leo and Kim.
22-23, and I can't see the final number for Union coming up. Whilst on the far side,
Looks like Cody is coming checking back in. Could be wrong.
25, 22, and 23.
Oh, that's Luka Perkovic coming in as well.
Yeah, so 22 is Leo Santon. 23 is Kim Lunardelli, and 25 is Luka Perkovic. Wind continues to pick up here.
Union here playing with fire here, giving away ball possession in and around the area, which is not a good place to give up their possession, and finding themselves thin in the back. And Delta State here now has their first corner for the game.
Second corner of the game.
Second corner for the game. And finding some headwind here, trying to capitalize on this set play. And probably settle one in the back of the ball. Played back post. Finds the head. Cleared off the line there by Alex Pratt.
Gogic with it. Playing it down for Mills. Mills has got a beat on it. Working one-on-one. Couple step overs, need some help. Finds it. They'll give it over for Heiss. Heiss all alone. Here comes a shot. Just missing. Gonna ring off the bar. And it'll be a goal kick. We've got the subs coming in here. Second time the bar's been hit.
By the same player.
By the same player, Heiss. Great shot. Had completely beat Mahak Piatek. Just got unfortunate. It rings it out. So the three subs will be coming in for Union.
Yeah, just getting it on the outside of his right foot there. I'm sure he intended to put some curl on it, but he didn't want it to put that much curl, so the curl away from the goal. Got excellent power behind the ball. And if it was on tie, I don't think the keeper would have been able, not even 10 keepers would have been able to save that goal if it was on tie, because it's going straight for the upper 90.
Played up and down the sideline. Flicking on is Mason. Cleared away. He's going to be off of Delta State. So a throw for Union. Sub coming in for Union again.
Trey Scoggin, number 15.
Yep, number 15, Trey Scoggin will be checking in for Heiss, who's one of the goal scorers.
He's another danger player. He comes up from the ranks of the JV for the junior varsity, and he brings a lot of speed and strength there in that front line.
7 different subs have come in for Union now in this game. Laying it down. Scoggin's right there, headed away by Delta State.
Number 21, the giant of a defender, Jack Peely. In my book, he's my man in the match for Delta State.
With 5.5 minutes to go now. Gogic will get a touch. The through ball and offside is Caleb Mills.
Just a little too excited there was Caleb, trying to get ahead of the game. Kemal, seeing him making the run and opted to pass the ball, and unfortunately getting himself in an offside position. And here's Delta State with a free kick.
Playing it down and through, intended for Mason. He's giving chase. Can he get there? Ball's going to be played in the middle, but Union will come away with it. Played up. This is Arujo playing it far side. Down the line is Pratt.
Here's Trey using some strength and his speed there, putting on the pressure on number 6. Union trying to box in Delta State there in the other half, but they're doing well to work the ball out. Getting called for the foul there, the infringement.
He'll be against Delta State. So free kick here for Union. 4.5 minutes to go, 2-0 the score. Delta State have 2 men in the wall. Union's going to move 9 people forward. Playing it up. Not very far. Be hit away by Delta State. Giving chase. Getting it here. Here's Gogic. He'll spin around his defender. Here comes the cross in towards the box. Attempted the volley. Ball's going to be loose. Playing it off. Here's Mills. Hit it for Arujo. Arujo in the box. It's going to be a shot deflected away by the keeper. And it'll be a corner kick.
This so-called second string team here for you, because I'm going to call it second string because a bunch of the substitutes are on here. They came out here with intents of trying to get their name on the score sheet. And you see Araujo there working a nice little 1-2 here with Caleb. Caleb being patient in the ball, waiting for the run off the ball and finding Araujo in stride, and he getting a brilliant shot on goal. But the keeper equally up to the task and parries it over the bar.
Ball's going to be loose. Still loose in the box on the corner from Gogic. And we're going to have a goal kick called as they went out on the corner. So just under 3 minutes to go now. 2-0 to score.
Union here in the driving seat with this game here. Claiming back their winning, their home streak here. They only lost one game at home. So they've now come back to home there and reclaim their land, as you might call it.
Player goes down hard on a foul. Far side. It's Alex Pratt that goes down. He was fouled by number 29, White.
People doing jumping jacks to stay warm, I see.
Two players standing over the ball for a Union. Now is Arujo with it. It's crossed in. We punched away. Ball still going to be loose in the box. Not a good touch. They'll play it back. Here comes the shot. Going to pull wide. And it'll be a goal kick.
Luka Perkovic there on the end of that shot there. Pulling the trigger the first time was blocked. Got it back. Pulled the trigger again and unable to get it on frame. But good shot. This Union second string team here hasn't let down any intensity whatsoever, even though the multiple substitution that Coach Clovis has made. Same intensity in every department when you look at it.
Has it down and played back by Mills. And it's Pedro playing it back for Heiner. 1:15 to go. Playing it down. Be deflected down. Fox giving pressure, but they'll play it near side. This is White. Excuse me. Jackman, Austin Jackman, who's checked in. Heiner's out of position. He has to hustle back and will do so. Play it all the way through. Ball still going to be loose. Headed up. Still there. Punched away at the last moment by Heiner and cleared away. Heiner almost comes up in a bad spot right there. 45 seconds to go now. Delta State trying to make up one last push. Player goes down. Pratt with a foul.
Heiner, they're doing well to keep that ball out to the goal. Keeping a clean sheet thus far with just over 25 seconds on the clock. Delta State going to try to get his ball in and try to get a name on the score sheet. Ball played high into the box. Heiner underneath it again. Clearing it off the line. Finishing it was number 5, Pedro.
Of a push on Mills. Quickly taken here by Delta State. Into the middle. No one's there. Going to be flicked on. Here's Lambert with it. 10 seconds, under 10 seconds to go now. Ball played in. Ball still going to be loose. And that's going to be it. The final whistle. 2-0 is the score. Goals coming from Guillermo Heiss and Seth Geiler. Winning goal coming with 1:21 to go in the first half from Guillermo Heiss. The second one coming 24-26 to go by Seth Geiler. As Union will now improve to 8-3-4 in the year, 7-2-3 in conference play. Delta State will fall to 7-9-1 and 4-7 in conference play. So Union will keep their spot in second position here in the standings. Final stats: Union 20 shots, 8 of those on goal. Delta State 7 shots, 5 on goal. 6 saves for Delta State. Union with 5. 5 corners for Union, 2 for Delta. 12 fouls for Union, 11 for Delta State.
5 offsides for Union, 1 offside for Delta State, and 1 yellow